the weather is so gorgeous at the moment that I try to sit outside as much as I can. And at times I have my computer with me or my iPad, but most of the times when I'm sitting there in the nice warmth, I read, because doing nothing, I'm not so good at that. But reading is fun as well, isn't it? And I have a book I can recommend about creativity. If you want to be creative, but you are not quite sure where to begin or what you should do, you really should read the book of Austin Kleon, Steal Like an Artist. The title alone is funny, isn't it? But what he says, and he is right, is that all great artists began by copying their heroes, began by investigating what made a work very good by trying it themselves. And of course, at some point, you have to find your own handwriting, your own way of either painting or sculpting or whatever you want to do, writing, drama. There are all kinds of ways in which you can be an artist. But Steal Like an Artist. He has a lot of tips in that book, and I want to point out 3 of them that appealed to me very much. One of them is use your hands, because we are so used by using the computer, but in a way the computer has robbed us from the sense you have in your fingertips, because a keyboard, it's just a keyboard, whether you write or draw or whatever you do on your computer, the tool is always the same. So he advises to have 2 desks, like I have at the moment. One where your computer and everything that goes with the computer is standing, and one for, let's call it, the dirty work. Because if you want to keep clean hands, it's a little bit difficult, or let me say, it might be a challenge to be an artist, because an artist makes his or her hands dirty. That's part of the game. Another thing he mentioned is that side projects, side activities are important, like hobbies or walking or just looking around or things like that. Especially handy when you are stuck, if you are working on something and you're not so sure and you don't know what direction you should choose. It's better to leave the house and do something else. Get bored, also very important. Just do nothing. I know I'm very bad at it, but at times I try, really. If you have tips for me in that regard, I'm happy to hear them. Side projects, that's a thing that comes in handy if you want to be creative. And another thing that he mentioned is geography is no longer our master. So leave home, explore the world, travel. If you make a distance between your surroundings and yourself, you can literally see things from a distance, and that can be very clarifying. So he has more tips. So I really advise that you read the book yourself. It's written in an easy way, so you read it, just like that. It's it's flowing. It's I like the book. If you have any tips for me, whether it be on creativity or self-development or culture or something else that is of your interest, please let us know, because I really love to hear new titles and new angles from which I can look at things. So take care and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a nice interview about creativity. That's a sort of a coincidence, or maybe not, because maybe we don't always believe in coincidence. But anyway, it's about creativity, and it's going to be a nice interview. So please join us at what's the time? 12 o'clock my time. So for Loretta Louvière, that I'm interviewing, it's very early, because at her time zone it's 6 o'clock in the morning then. But if you're in Europe, it's noon, so that's doable, isn't it? See you.